Hello YouTube, this is Dakota from Bowtied Media, and today we've got a brand new reaction to a brand new track. This is Reloaded with DJ Snake and Space Laces. This was indeed the song that was voted on by the Bowtied gang, the channel members. So if you want to have a say in what videos get made each week, you can join channel membership today. But yes, DJ Snake is a bit of a love-hate kind of, I think, vibe in the EDM community in specific. Has some pretty iconic tracks, but also fairly mainstream. It also has some really nice, like, more underground stuff. It also has really commercial poppy slop, I think, sometimes. And Space Lace is kind of just one of the goats of the bass scene and has been pumping out a ton of stellar tracks so far this year in 2025. So, yeah, brand new single. Let's hop into this. I have not heard any of this at all yet, and so I'm excited for this one for sure. I'm very curious to see where it's going to go stylistically and genre-wise. But without any further ado, here we go. This is Reloaded. Okay, very dark and moody intro for sure.
Babble, babble, bitch, bitch, rebel, rebel, party, party, flash, flash, flash. Don't forget violence, blah, blah, blah. Got your lovey dovey sound.
Very
bitch, rebel, rebel, party,
angry
party,
song.
flash, flash. Don't forget violence. Are you motherfuckers ready?
Holy. We're really angry here. Where we're going. I mean, this snaps. Holy. This just goes. This is wild and hyper aggressive. Sure, we're ready. Really angry here. Okay, where we're going, round two? Oh, of course, of course. Okay, bring us home. I do love the rise there. What is he saying after? Are you ready? And then, like, follow something? I can't even really tell. Because it's just screaming it, so. Okay, Reloaded by DJ Snake and Space Laces. This is one of the most, I think, hyper-aggressive songs I've heard in a long time. It is just loud, it is abrasive, it is in your face, and it is unrelenting, to describe it in a couple words. I really enjoyed the first drop in particular. I was actually a pretty big fan of the very typical, I wouldn't say typical, but the very, like, two Space Laces to a T, almost like bass house, dubstep fusion of a style song that is just hyper distorted and grungy and dense and just full. A very, very full sounding song. And the second drop, I'm not a huge hardstyle guy, and so I'm not so whatever, I'm iffy on that. I get that that's kind of the vibe of this genre and this style, and I think it goes well. It matches the tone of the track, I think, for sure, but it's just one that I don't resonate with a ton, and so I liked when they brought it home again with that kind of finale of bringing it back to the more bass house style. I actually like really resonated with the first half of the song. I really do think that that second hardstyle stuff was a little bit more, yeah, not necessarily for me. And I think if it was just the first half, just expanded upon a little bit more for the second, I think this would be like an elite tier song for me personally. I don't think the hardstyle brings it down a lot, but definitely it brings it down a peg for me. But yeah, I'm DJ Snake is one of those weird, I think, producers just because he's done so much variety and both the in both the very commercial realm and the very bass heavy realms, and so it's really hard to tell what is DJ Snake and what isn't here because I think fairly individualistic. This could have sounded like a Space Laces track itself. Maybe there's some slight different mixing stuff in here, but I mean, the mix is also pretty fantastic in the way that Space Aces really has mastered more than anyone, I think, in the scene, specifically in the bass music. But yeah, it's just it's a track that I'm like, I don't really hear a ton of DJ Snake, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I also don't think it's a great thing. It's kind of just a net neutral. But I definitely could have done without the maybe so hyper aggressive vocals. When you're just like really screaming in my face, there becomes a point where it's like, yeah, this is fun. This is aggressive. This is like, I want to like throw hands, but also it's like, you're going to kill someone in a mosh pit with this song. Maybe it's a little too intense for me in that sense. I'm this is not my typical style of music. In EDM, I guess, that I enjoy, but I still think a pretty solid song. Like, this is one I mean, Space Aces has been crushing this past year, I mean, always, I guess, Space Aces is always crushing, and this is just, I would say probably one of the weaker tracks from Space Aces just this past year in specific in 2025, but still a strong song nonetheless. But I'm curious hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. But other than that, I'm Dakota from Bowtied Media, and I'll see you guys in another video.